Let's move.
Hello.
Hey.
We are C&M Entertainment.
Featuring Jovi.
Joe. And today we were talking about the trailer that came out on, was it
I think it was past Saturday.
it was the PlayStation Experience that had the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake.
You gotta say it with passion. The Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Which is now the name for it.
I believe so.
That's kind of weird.
But apparently they're gonna make it episodic or something, so it'll probably be like Final Fantasy VII 1, Final Fantasy VII 2, Final Fantasy VII 3.
Or they'll just call it Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then the Remake Part 2, Part 3.
But with Final Fantasy 13 it was 1, then 13-1,
Well,
13-2.
That's because they didn't know what they were doing.
Okay. Fair point.
But, yeah, I guess, the whole Epic Stock thing, obviously, before they said it was impossible to do Final Fantasy VII over. And I guess for that, it was, it was too big of a game, it would be too expensive, all that sort of stuff. So, at least they're trying now, and understandably, obviously, with it being too big of a game and them going into, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and everything, they have to sort of expand it out from just one simple game that, like they said, a lot of things would be cut if they made it in one disc.
And they're also going to be adding things to it. Like, Midgar, you're going to be able to, explore even more than you could in the original. What I hope is that it's just going to be because the original had 3 discs, maybe they're going to just release each disc.
See, now you're talking about the end game. That'll be Game of the Year edition. It'll be like...
But is that's how I hope they split it up. However they split it up, what they'll probably do is release Midgar first. Then you leave Midgar. Part 2 will be whatever's after that. Part 3, maybe Part 4.
I feel like they will probably go from the sort of disc way, how the first one came on, 3 discs. Just this way they have to do it by... Obviously they added a lot to it to expand every section and all that. So, obviously the first part would be, Midgar and everything, and you'll be doing all these things in there, everything they added, and all the normal stuff, and then, part 2 is where you go next, things like that. Because isn't the original, mostly all the spots ended off on some sort of, they had its own proper ending to it before you switched on to the next area or something?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this one ended with Aerith.
Yeah.
Right.
So, that, because they did say that every, if you want to call it episode or whatnot, will be a full-length game. So,
What if it's $60 each? I think I'd wait, even though I'm very impatient for it. I think I'd have to wait in that case.
Yeah, because obviously we don't know how long it's going to be when they release, the first one to the second one, so it could be like a year, something like that.
That'd be like 6 months.
Was it Telltale Games they'll release an episode like every month or two, so...
Something like that.
And obviously it won't be, 4 hours or something, because, they get a lot of backlash from that.
Probably.
Obviously, it'll probably take a little bit of time between each game. I guess you want to call it that.
If it was only a couple hours, then I'd be mad, and there'd be a lot of consequences and repercussions.
A couple hours of just cutscenes.
Yeah. Would be cool. Now you were correct about the battle system.
Yeah.
They were gonna go for a more action-based.
It felt pretty good. Pretty good to be right.
It's a little disappointing, but it still looks pretty good.
See, I guess the main question now is how is the battle? I guess from what I heard, I watched a couple podcasts and everything about it, that they said how, you know, it ranges around like how Kingdom Hearts 3 is, things like that. To me, in a way, watching it, it kind of seemed like it might be, you know, sort of, say if you're playing Dragon Age or something, how you can continuously hit the attack button, or you keep doing the basic attack until you want to switch to something different. I mean, it might be like that, but then again, it could be, you know, you just hit attack, just constantly attacking. But I don't know, just the way it looked like you're definitely hitting button to constantly do, combos or something like that.
Maybe.
So.
Then you can, like, first one was attack, then the next one was magic, then I think summon, and then maybe items or something.
Yeah. And sooner or later, obviously, in the whole, was it limit breaks or whatnot?
Yes, there are limit breaks in it.
So.
That's cool.
Yes.
And in the actual trailer, you can see Barrett do, I think it was Mind Blow? I don't even remember. I haven't played the game in a long time.
And I guess there's a bar that fills up. I think that might be the limit break bar too. So
there's actually in the bottom right corner it says limit.
Yeah.
And it's the bar.
So, you know, it kind of seems like obviously they're going for because Final Fantasy 15 is going to have the real-time action and everything. So obviously they're going off of that. But also Final Fantasy 7 is running on a different engine.
The Unreal 4?
Mm-hmm. And I guess Final Fantasy 15 is running off of their older engine.
Which is supposedly a lot harder to develop on. That's why it's been so long since it's been in development for so long. But it's been like 12 years now?
Something like that.
It's crazy.
It's been a long time.
It was announced in 06?
They've been working on it for ever.
Long time. Played the demo though, it was pretty cool.
I didn't get that Type 0.
That game sucked.
Nice.
Type 0 sucked.
Yeah, it just didn't look fun.
It's not fun.
I mean, because obviously you have to look at it in the ways of, you know, they want to make something different. Also, they want to keep faithful to
the nostalgia.
Everything. But obviously, no matter what they do, they're going to be in some sort of. Someone's going to have an issue. You know,
well, yeah, it's 2015. Everybody has an issue.
Whether it's combat or, you know, them doing an epic saga parts, you know, whatever they do, they signed, you know, a death wish on it. They're like, all right, well, you guys want it? Here you go. This is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing. You better accept it.
You better enjoy it.
Better enjoy it because we want you to, and we want your money. We need it, or else we're gonna
they're gonna need it now. They just spent how much?
Oh, I'm sure they're it's.
I guess they brought in the director who previously worked on the original Final Fantasy 7, but he was working on, you know, like other projects within there, and they're like, well, you know, sign up for this because.
Yeah, so I guess he didn't even know he was gonna do it until like they announced it, right? Supposedly.
Pretty much he was screwed. They're like, yeah, and he's directing it. And he was probably like, cool.
I think that's a lie. I think it's been in development for a very long time, actually. Myself.
They were probably trying to figure out how to do it. I mean, they put out the one, what was it, for the PS3 and everything, for sort of like a HD remake of Final Fantasy 7, and then PC and.
Oh, it's just like
it's
I don't know.
A little upgraded for it.
A little upgrade, nothing major.
Yeah. Just so people are able to still play it, but at the same time, everyone's like, hey, this is what we want.
The original just got released for the PS4, and it's the PC port. Comes with trophies.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
And I have it downloaded. Haven't played it yet. Still trying to beat Xenogears. I'm almost done. Almost. I'm 27 hours in.
I don't know, I started playing The Witcher 3, you know, and put that game on hard, because I'm like, you know what, if I'm going to play it, I might as well play it on hard, and...
Go hard or go home?
The game's too hard. The game's ridiculous.
I don't care about your politics.
But, I mean, there it is.
There it is.
They're doing the remake. They're going all out. Cloud looks skinny and dumb as ever, but, you know,
Did you just saw it? We just watched it before we made the video. Did you think it looked good? What did you think?
It looks good.
I thought it was looking good too.
For as much as they can do to a game that they already made, obviously they're working off of something that the original was polygons. They're just like little people running around.
Look like games.
Yeah, now they're pretty much having to create a movie. It's gonna be what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Hopefully we get part 1 by next year though. Sometime around this time would be cool.
I feel like it's probably gonna come out in the middle of next year.
Yeah.
Part 1 will come out. Part 2 will probably come out maybe at the end of the year.
Of the year after that, 2017, you think?
No.
Or you think it's gonna be in the same year?
I think it might be in the same year.
I don't know.
They might be able to fit it in towards the end.
I feel like it's gonna be yearly releases.
It's either going to be part 1 in, I want to say, probably around April to June.
That early? Okay.
You know, they already have the gameplay trailer. They got everything quite set.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what they're focusing on is getting the first one out there and figuring it all out.
I still feel like it's gonna be a fall release. Me personally.
I feel like spring.
Sure. That'd be cool.
Coming out in spring.
I'd be okay with that.
Spring to summer.
You know what? You know what? You might be right. I feel like 15 is gonna come out next year, and maybe.
I think, depending on when 15 comes out, you might get some sort of demo or some sort of look through 15, and then maybe you could be right. It'll come out at the end of the year. The remake will come out, and then get the next one possibly in the middle of 2017. Depends. Really depends on how everyone takes to part 1. So,
true.
Yeah, if they really need part 2, I feel like we'll put more focus onto that. But it also depends on how far they are. Yeah,
it's true.
They could be further than anyone thinks.
Maybe they're already done.
Yeah,
we don't know.
They could just be sitting on it. Like, oh yeah, we did this over the past few years, so
just milk it.
They just took all this stuff from, was it the Advent Children movie, and they're just like, all right, let's just turn everything into Final Fantasy 7 and put that right through. Yeah. Looks like a movie now, doesn't it?
Maybe. Well, what do you think, the viewer? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks stupid? Do you like the battle system? Do you not like the battle system? What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Break your limits.
Break your limits.
Keyboard.
Give it a limit break. And give us a like and subscribe for more Joe be barking.
Yeah.